the platform very.
I'm humbled. Thank you.
To Joseph, thank you very much. We had a visitor here known as Ahmed. Ahmed also will be with us tomorrow. I see he left, but he was with us. Ahmed is from Turkana County. I am sorry I didn't recognize him, but he will be with us tomorrow at the venue because Ahmed is just near. He's coming from a place near where we are going. And he will go with us. Is a guy who has joined us. He has experience from other foundations, like the one he said. So I think he will be joining us tomorrow. And those people who are very far from here, I think today it is Turkana County, tomorrow it is Trans Nzoia County, tomorrow is Kisii County, next day is another county, because we are Gatuzi Youth Empowerment. Gatuzi meaning we are to visit almost 47 counties. So there is no problem, we shall visit the other 47 counties. So my suggestion was on buying the pads, buying exercise books, buying soaps. I leave it open to the other members to see from my own suggestion. Thank you.
May I cut in per the event tomorrow? In my opinion, having now visited lots of primary and secondary schools in Kenya, in Turkana, Samburu, etc., sanitary pads are a luxury in a way that other things can be stretched out. Sanitary pads cannot. So I am going to suggest to this group, and I am not a dictator, so I want everyone to please give their input, but I'm going to suggest that we skew what we're buying in favor of sanitary pads to maybe like 60% of what we buy are sanitary pads, and maybe the other 40% are some of the other needs. The other thing I would like to propose in future is that we consider approaching organizations that can give us, that we can either purchase perhaps at a lower cost or potentially even look into partnerships later, reusable sanitary pads. That way the pad is more sustainable. Providing a child with a one-time pad will solve the problem for that month, will not solve it for future. So it's something I want us to think about, not something that we're going to be able to do for the event tomorrow. But if providing sanitary towels and things of that nature is a priority of this group, and I think that it should be, I would really like us to consider the green aspect of what we're doing as well, to make sure that the things that we are investing in are environmentally friendly, climate resilient, and sustainable for the individuals that we are purchasing for. So just something to think about for future.
Okay, I think Madam CEO has touched on something. You know, the way he has said, we need to put like 60% on sanitary pads. You know, when you say serving humanity, we need to at least, I know we are serving the entire community, but we need to focus and try to look at certain problem in order to solve. And that is why you said the main issue we can invest on is on the sanitary pads. And in the future, I think when we get partnership or we get some people who will want to give us some of the funds, we will be having specific things that we are trying to touch the lives of the girl child, we are trying to touch the lives of the youths, we are trying to touch so at least girls, you know, girls are always many. There are always many in institutions. The way she has said, sanitary pad 60%, I say tick, that is okay for me. Any other opinion?
Well, I'm so happy for the opinion given by our CEO. Mr. Director, as we look forward and moving forward, recyclable pads are the best way forward. And like she said, they're environment friendly. And I'm just trying to trust God that as we move forward as G Club, we can come to a point whereby some of the youths that we are going to empower, like for example, if by the grace of God some days in the future we can have a tailoring school that can have even only be taking in maybe 5 girls, and they are taught on how to manufacture the recyclable pads, then I can believe that we can move with speed to have a lot of them prepared. And when we go and give them out, we know that even if we go to other counties, that these girls who will have gotten the recyclable ones are still using them until when we come to use, because they are long term. So this is an input that our CEO has brought in that is so good, and I want to say that let's think on these lines on how then even to cut costs that we can be the producers of the same that we can distribute to many schools.
May I suggest that can even be an initiative that G Club takes on. Could even be a program that we do in the future of going to girls' schools and actually teaching them how to make their own pads. It could be actually a way for them to create their own small business to fill a need in their school in a way that may solve further of their problems. It's certainly something I've seen for organizations I've worked in the past. A group of 2 or 3 girls will procure the items needed, they'll produce, and then they'll sell to make a profit. And then they themselves are using, the sanitary pads are then getting distributed to the schools. And then the girls themselves are making a profit to maybe pay off some of their school fees or buy exercise books or school supplies or whatever. So it's definitely something that could be a focus for us moving forward.
I think that is the best idea. We need to have something we can focus on in future, so that wherever we go, whatever we do, they will know us with something that we focus on, so that I can say G Club is doing this. For example, we've had other organization which deals with the climatic changes, climatic changes, improving, conserving the environment. They are going to a specific thing. So in future, we need to have something specific, and maybe for this sanitary pads for tomorrow's event, I think we need to put 60% on the pads and 40 on the other things, as our director has said. And as we move on, we'll be focusing on something that will sell our brand as G Club. I think that is my idea also. I like to add that is my idea, because sanitary pads are something which is very crucial, especially in those girls in the high schools. John, no, not John, Chair, you are too silent. I think when you talk, can you talk?